Hello. So I'm going to show you around how to use and add leaves for your employees under the HR and Payroll tab. Now, this screen is divided into two parts. One is basically the search area in which you can search for the specific kind of leave that an employee has taken and you have inputted in the system previously. So you can do that by the operation number. So like the serial number that is allocated automatically by the system, or the operation date, which is the date exactly as to when the leave was initiated or started from, the status, and the status, so whether it's a new entry that you've just entered or it has been posted, that has been permanently posted in the system, and the person. So let's say the employee name and the vacation. So now I'm going to basically show you how to add a leave for an employee in the leave section. So simply we are just going to add, click on the add now button. Once we do that, there is a small pop-up screen that will appear on your PC, and then there is some kind of information that we have to enter in this section. So first is the operation date. So let's say that our employee is asking for a leave from the 2nd of March, and then the person is John, which is the employee, the vacation. So based on the leaves that you've inputted in the system previously, whether it being sick leave, emergency leave, maternity leave, or annual leave, you will select the one matching your employee. So let's say for this one, it's a sick leave. And then automatically, as you can see, based on the number and balances of the leave days that we have set and we've put it in the system previously, the balance for the vacation will be appearing here. And then here we will define the start date. So let's say now from the 2nd of March, if we have done, or if we've initiated the leave up to, let's say if it was for a day, so 03/03/2022. And then once we mention that, the system will automatically calculate the number of days that we have, or this employee has requested for a leave. And then we will just write in the notes, just for your own reference, that it's a sick leave for John. Once this is done, we will click on save, and then automatically it will be added. The record will be added to the system under the leaves tab in the employee section. And now here we have a few options to decide what we want to do with the record. Either we can post this record. So let's say that the leave is confirmed and John is really taking a leave from the 2nd to the 3rd of March, as we've mentioned in the system. Then we will click on post and it will be permanently posted in the system. And then second option is an edit option. So we can edit any kind of information that we have entered under John's leave record or request. And if there has been any mistakes on the date that we've mentioned, we can edit that, we can modify that, but this can be only done before the posting, not after. And third is the preview or show button, as it's mentioned here. Here we're able to see the same pop-up screen. However, in this part, when we click on this option, we're not able to edit any of the info that was editable previously. We can just view it for reference. And the fourth is the delete button. So if we want to, let's say, delete this record from the system, then we can click on the delete button and it will be automatically deleted. And lastly, it's the audited info button. So the audited info comes in hand at times when there are more than one users who are having access to the system. And you would like to know, being the administrator or like the first or second user, that if a record has been added, which user was that? Like who has added this record and which user was the responsible one to add the record. So here in the updated by section, the name of the user will be mentioned. Like let's say user 1, user XYZ, John, etc., etc. And the modification time basically is when, let's say, if we added the record and we click on the edit button, then it's basically the system is going to read it as a modification. So if that happens, then the modification time and the date as to when the modification was done and any further edits were done to the record before posting will be appearing here. So now let's say that the record or the data that we've just added is a new record. It's not posted yet, so the system will always define it as a new record. So let's say for sure that John is really taking a leave from the 2nd to the 3rd of March, then we can post this. Once we post it, then we're not able to make any kind of changes. So once we refresh, you can see that there is no other options like edit or delete or preview or like a post because it's already posted. So we can only preview and we can only see the audited info. And that is how you can navigate around the leave section under employees. Thank you.